Hello, girls and boys, moms and dads, and everyone young at heart. Welcome to Story Time with me, Mrs.Ndungu, or you can call me Auntie Wanja. Now, do you remember the story we were reading last time? Tell the person next to you. You're right. Last time we read The Orange Tree, Part 1. I'm really sorry that towards the end you didn't quite hear what happened, but don't you worry. I will tell you a little bit about it before we get into part 2. So, The Orange Tree is a story written by our son, Joseph Ndungu, and illustrated by our other son, Andrew Ndungu. So, in part 1, we meet Joanne and her family, and they plant a tree that grows into a wonderful orange tree that has lots of oranges, and they soon get to be known as the Orange Family because they sell so many oranges. Now, towards the end of part 1, we met Mr. Green. Remember Mr. Green? The one who was green with envy? That guy. So, welcome to part 2. We want to find out, what will Mr. Green do to the orange tree? Will he cut down Joanne's orange tree? What will Mom and Dad do? Come and join me. Listen as I read The Orange Tree Part 2. Now, Mr. Green suddenly had a wonderful idea to chop down Joanne's tall tree. He quickly grabbed an old paper from his pocket and began writing on it. After a few minutes of writing down his plan, he ran down the hall of his house and began to call the workers. 12 o'clock. The evil workers packed all their equipment and entered Mr. Green's big green truck. 1 o'clock. The two workers drove all the way to the other side of Fruitvale and parked their truck at Joanna's house. 2 o'clock. The two snuck into Joanna's backyard and put their equipment next to the tree. 3 o'clock. The two started chopping away. One used a chainsaw and the other used an axe. Oh dear, they're cutting down the tree. 5 o'clock. The great orange tree plunged to the ground with a big thud. Oh no, they've cut down Joanne's orange tree. The cock crowed, the birds tweeted, the cows mooed. Joanne woke up early that morning to pick a new batch of oranges. She got up out of bed, ate her breakfast in a flash, brushed her teeth, washed her face, changed her clothes, and opened the back door to the garden. She looked at the flowers and the cow. The tree was gone. Mom! Joanne screamed. My orange tree has disappeared. This is a disaster. Disappeared? Yelled Dad. What do you mean disappeared? It was there yesterday. It was so shocking. The orange family was so disturbed and was so sad. They didn't sell any oranges that day. Luckily, Mom had a plan. As if she knew this would happen. Do you know what she did? It was dinner time. It was beans and greens for lunch, since there were no oranges. I figured out something like this would happen, began Mom, and that is why... Her voice faded off. Mom stood up, walked over to the old dusty cabinet, and pulled out a small jar, no bigger than a pack of mints. Do you know what's in the small jar? Tell the person next to you, what do you think is in the small jar? Then She turned around to the dinner table. "And that is why," she continued, "I bought 2 seeds." Joanne and her dad were so excited. They jumped around excitedly. "Oh, now we can grow another tree," said Joanne and her dad together. Mom smiled. Okay, that's enough excitement for one day. Now finish up your veggies and go to sleep." The next day came by. Joanne woke up early as usual. She was ready to plant the second orange tree. She ran out to the backyard where she found Mom and Dad. "Morning, Mom, morning, Dad," she exclaimed. Joanne was so excited that she skipped all the way to her parents and grabbed the small jar that contained the orange seed. Joanne did what she had done before. After she removed the small seedling from the jar, she dug a small hole. Gently placed the seed in a small hole, covered it with the last of the soft red soil, watered it, and guess what she did? She began talking to it. Yeah, just like the last time. What do you think will happen next? Just like before, a tiny branch stuck out from the ground and it became a massive tree. Everything was back to normal. Joanne grew up to become the new owner of Orange Industries. She and her parents were the most popular orange sellers in the land. She came up with new ideas all the time, which made the company a huge success. And what happened to Mr. Green? You might be asking. Well, I don't know. Maybe he left the land. Maybe he's still there, but hiding. And that, my friend, is Joanne's orange tree story. I hope you liked the story, girls and boys. And if you did, please make sure to subscribe. Click the notification button. Like, yes, remember to like and share. Okay, so next time I have a very exciting story. You don't want to miss it. All right, in the meantime, here are some lovely oranges, maybe from Joanne's orange tree. Bye everybody, see you next time.